Yeah, this is Black Light, guiding light, talking right. My game is always tight. I'm cooler than polite. I'm gonna stop it right there. Let me say this, I'm old, but I ain't crazy. Say it again, I'm old, but I'm not crazy. You know, I know just how things uh, is organized. See, the black man and black woman, we're not synchronized with one another. We're not synchronized. We're not in sync. White man came out with this book, Men on Mars and Women on Venus, or something like that. Man live on Mars and woman live on Venus. Because he's not in harmony with his woman, you know. So he did use some psychology on the rest of the world. He put his woman as a pedestal, on a pedestal, you know. So the rest of the women of the planet, black, Chinese, could look up to that white woman and think within her mind that think was in their mind that the white woman is a queen, you know, the queen of all times. But she just queen for a day. That's all. The white woman just queen for a day. And the only reason why she queen, see, let me tell you something, man. Look how Donald Trump treated treated his women, and treat uh, talked about Hillary. You know, look how Bill Clinton did with Monica Lewinsky in the White House. You know, look at Marilyn Monroe and President Kennedy. You know, so what makes y'all think that he treat this woman so good? I know when I was in that music game, uh, I was working. I mean, I was on paper with uh, United Sounds, Don Davis, and I wanted to produce myself. Y'all see how I do, you know. I write, I make all the music, all the background. I do all the background parts, do all the music parts, lead vocal. So I just wasn't familiar with the boards. You know, I wasn't a good engineer, but I could have learned like that. But they didn't want me to uh, work the boards, so they signed me a producer. See, because he knew his way around the studio. It happened to be a white guy, you know. And I went over to his house to rehearse a song, and he in front of me. He don't even know me. He was calling this woman a bitch, a hoe, you know. And he wanted me on one of my songs. I had my wife uh, doing some of the parts, sexy parts, not singing but talking. And he told me to call my wife a bitch, and me and him fell out. You know, we couldn't work together. And for him to even suggest something like that, I was ready to get in his ass. He tried some more stuff. He tried that Illuminati boule stuff with me, but he didn't know I was a FOI. But Don and them knew I was a FOI, but Don Davis knew I was a FOI, but they didn't think I was for real with it. But they found out I was for real, and they couldn't use me like that. They put my music on the shelf, Just had me on contract, But I got out of it. But I couldn't work with nobody else in the music business. Black. Now these are my brothers now. Instead of them looking out for me, they running the same game the Caucasian running. Running the same game the Caucasoid running. But my whole point is that the Caucasoid he don't respect his woman. Like you think. This is a front for the world. Look, he got his woman doing all them XXX movies, Deep Throat, See, the Caucasoid was pimping before we was. He the master pimp. So you young brothers, y'all come up, string your woman out on some dope, on some drugs, and pimp her like that. Try to pimp her like that, using drugs, because your rap y'all don't have no game, man. Y'all young whippersnappers don't have no game. Game is something really that you got to grow into, right? You got to observe and learn. And then once you learn, you got to take yours up a notch. I could have been a boss pimp, but I didn't have the heart to do that. So I cut all my corrupt activities short, and I decided to try to be a righteous brother, because believe it or not, man, pimping and selling drugs, man, that's a 24. You don't have no time clock. You got to get up at the middle of the night and all like that, and you got to always be on guard. So, half my family, they was doing that street life, mad hustle. And I had another part of my family that was in the Nation of Islam. Another part of my family were Christians. They went to church all the time, but they still was hustling. They still had after hour joints and all like that. And they hustle. So I learned a whole lot, man, in my years on this planet. And the best way is the straight way. This is Black Light Out.